Hi, Hubert. Uh, nice to see you again, and I'd love to
Hello?
hear what has happened since the last time we spoke about 2 weeks ago.
Right. Okay. That's lots of things happened to me and to my family as well. So let's start. Okay. So when we just moved this case, I lost my contract hands. So in Stargard, all business is closed for me. No income at all, completely nothing. They know that. They did it. Then. Then unhanged my, the case from 2025, August 2025.
Hmm.
I told you I didn't know about this case. Police came to my house January 2026. After 6 months, they told me about this case. Yeah,
Hmm.
I tell you why. Because if you have 4 months to go to Strasbourg, yeah, and they
Yep.
make another case, yeah. But uh, we do this in different, way. Maybe the same way, maybe different way. I cannot say because this is a surprise, yeah, for everyone. They unhang this case, so I have to work. I have social work for 8 months, and another case because I have information from police station, from police in Stargard. I have another case.
Another
So lots of
case.
things happened. Another
Wow.
case is coming. Yeah, is I have to be, certain of. Now we have what months we have now? May
Chevitz.
August. Service August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, June.
So June. Sorry,
Yeah.
June. Yeah, June. So I have 10 of June. Conversation with on police station. Yeah, about this. So I can tell more. So what's happened. To me after this meeting. Mm, okay, so I what can I say more? So lots of happens. Lots of things happened to me, and lots of things I can say to you guys. So on this Monday, I've been in President Rafał Zając Stargard. He said to me he didn't want to talk to me with when I of course with camera. Yeah, he said to me, I don't wanna this conversation when you're recording because the last time when you was recording, Vice President Eva Sova, you show her face to everyone without her permission. I said, yeah, but I can.
Right.
Maybe a short lesson to Mr. Zając. Mr. President, you are president, so vice president, president, minister, president of Poland, and many different celebrities, people who is famous as well. I can record, I can show your face, and I can write down your first name and surname. You are a public
Yep.
person, so just back to school, man.
And we will.
And then
Raphael's in my
I
book.
don't think so. Back to
Raphael's
school,
in my
my
book.
friend. Yeah,
Uh,
that's the point.
yep.
Yeah, I had lots of questions to him. Like you remember, so there was the situation with police in my house, and
Hmm.
then the first case in the prosecutor office in Stargard. Then they sent this case to Szczecin, and then dismissed. Yeah, everything was dismissed. This
Hmm.
case was dismissed. Yeah, but the question is, nobody was talking to you.
No. Nope.
That's the point.
And
Yeah.
that's why I published Raphael Zionch in my book because I wrote him an email years ago and he never responded to me. And
Exactly.
only one police officer in Bydgoszcz wrote me an email and she said, what do you want me to do? I'm in Bydgoszcz. And I said, well, You could call Stargard or Stetchen and tell them, they need to start an investigation. But that's the only police officer that has reached out to me from Poland.
Yeah, but nobody was talking to you. Nobody was talking to your witnesses.
Right.
Nobody was talking to different people. Everyone just from the prosecutor office in Szczecin said some things about your book. I have this paper from them, the document.
Hmm.
I can show everyone what's happened, yeah. So he didn't want to talk to me, and then that's very strange because I came to his office on the last Monday, straight from the street. Week before, someone from his office called me, 1 hour before the meeting. 1 hour before the meeting, and someone said, "President is ready for your questions. Yeah, but you have 1 hour." I said, What the fuck? Yeah, 1 hour. So this is not professional. Nobody gave me no time for this meeting. Yeah, you just calling me now. I
Hmm.
have 1 hour. I have no time now. I have different meetings, so I cannot come in. So could you just make another meeting, different time? I can come in. Nobody called me this time, and then so this Monday, I thought I can come in and ask him, so many questions, because everything is strange for me. Yeah, and he said to me, "You show her face, you was talking. And you said about who is guilty." I said, "I didn't."
Hmm.
"Who is suspect?" "I didn't." I said, I was asking questions.
Right.
You can hear, said the two recordings again. If you have some problem, I don't know, maybe I can explain you everything, again. That's why I'm here. So, because this case is now in prosecutor office, so he said, "No, this is now prosecutor case. I cannot talk about this, blah blah blah. Some things like this." Okay, I understand that. But now, a week ago, he tried to talk to me, and now he doesn't wanna. Yeah.
Yeah, of
When
course
I
not.
told him, I have problem with everything, like uh, Secret Service. My wife is still sick.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's 1 month or more, and she is still very sick, Ian. She has problem with her legs. The legs looks like a balloons again. And then tried, we tried, because the first doctor in Warsaw, that was very strange situation because in Warsaw she was in Warsaw. She gone to Warsaw to one doctor. He said she gave her medicine. This medicine didn't work. She came again. He asked her, "What are you eating?" Because she's very slim, skinny, 48 kilo. Maybe now it's about 40, maybe 48, 49, 1 kilo more, maybe, I don't know, something like this. But nothing changed actually. So he, she told him she doesn't eat meat long time. She feels better because this meat, and he gave her the same medicine, what didn't work. And he said to her, because the meat, he wanna send her to psychiatric observation. Could you imagine that?
That's
So we
interesting.
could you imagine? Could you imagine that? So we changed this doctor. Now different, and now she has different medicine. Is a little bit better, but is still back on the same situation now after 1 week. So
It's hard to hear you.
it's something wrong.
You're going in and out. I'm not hearing everything.
Yeah, now
Now,
better
okay.
now.
Yes.
Okay, all right, okay. So it's now nothing better with this medicine. We change this medicine. It's nothing better. Right. Okay. So and then back to the Zając. He said to me, "I cannot record this conversation." Yeah. So I can record this conversation.
Right.
And then if I have suspicion of crime, I can record this conversation. I can record this conversation without his permission, because if, of course, in this conversation, it's me as well. Yeah. If I am with this in this conversation, I cannot tell him if
Right.
I have suspicion of the crime. Yeah. So he was scared about this conversation, and then he broke the law.
He broke the law? How?
Yeah, of course, because I can record
Oh,
this conversation.
by
Yeah,
lying about that. Yeah.
yeah, of course. So he knows that if he doesn't know the law, he's supposed to go back to school.
Oh, he knows. He's just trying to intimidate you.
Of course, yes. I tell you something. I don't want to say who is guilty now, because everything is in the prosecutor office. But say if I'm innocent person and someone want to talk to me about this, some things like this, if, for example, someone is writing book about me, like you did,
Hmm.
I'm gonna do everything, so for clean my name.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
just
would think
stay,
so.
the front of camera and then just answer to every single question, what you want to ask me.
Yeah.
That's
And
very simple. That's very simple. But if someone try, so just ask, for example, you about this, and if something's wrong with journalists, like his family is poisoning, yeah, he is
mhm.
losing contract hands, job, or whatever, and you have camera, I can show that the light, so on the street when the cover was open and the camera, you saw this camera inside
Yeah, I did.
the light, is something, I think something's wrong.
Well,
Is
something's
something's wrong,
definitely
yeah,
wrong. Yeah.
yeah, and something's wrong, and he knows that. But
Well,
anyway,
he doesn't want to deal. He doesn't want to deal with it. Like in my
he
book
doesn't
on
want to talk about it,
page
doesn't.
514 in my book, I sent Rafał Zając an email. I said, "Dear sir, I'm writing to inform you that Sławomir Wojciech Makowski is going to be revealed and outed as a child molester, etc., very shortly. The evidence is overwhelming. I want to give you notice since you're the president of the city, and he never reached out to me. I have sent him emails, I've sent him messenger messages, and
And
absolutely
nothing,
nothing,
nothing
nothing.
happened. Nothing happened. The social work, when where I supposed to be was in SCK.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when one suspect is working, and the answer from this organization, from this, I don't know, whatever, they said I
Oh,
cannot
I can
work
say it.
over there.
Stargard Centrum Culture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I cannot work over there because I'm because I can be dangerous, so for the for some workers over there. I'm really what the
Oh, they said
fuck?
I didn't know that. That's new.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah. I was gonna be dangerous.
and they're
I'm
hiding
gonna be
him.
dangerous. Yeah.
They took him off of their website too. He used to be
We
on the
are
website.
we are asking about children, and I'm gonna be dangerous. Come on,
Oh,
man. Okay, so I said I said to him as something like Article 304, paragraph 2, And I wanna say to police station as well, when was my first investigation, when there was first hearing from them, that was 26th of February, 2000, this year, 2026.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that was some reaction from them. So you can just read this, article. Everyone. So Zając said to me, yeah, everyone was, that was good reaction. Yeah. I said, wait a minute. Was good reaction. You're talking about your case? Like, so someone just took your phone on the computer, so from your office and they just bring to the police station? I don't think so.
Mm.
I don't think so. Another thing, because I was looking because I have no job, so I have time now. So I was in the police station and the prosecutor office. Hold on. Yep. So you remember, about the 4 police officers who was in my house.
Yep.
So when I tried to ask Mr. Makowski about what happened, in your case, next day, four police officers was in my house. So 2 gone, and 2 after, they took me to the police station, and nobody wanted to give me, the information about the names and the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But I pushed them, and then 2 of them, they gave me just 2. They gave me informations, and 2 gone. So I was in police station in Stargard, and then a week ago, actually, and I asked them, and in the prosecutor office, who was in my house extra, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted them names and I wanted them numbers. And until today, I have no answer from them. So I think, in the police, in Stargard, in police office is working 100,000 people.
Wow.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I
No.
don't think so. Yeah.
And for the
They are still looking for the 2 guys. Could you
still
imagine that?
looking for them, yeah. Well, that's
They
because
are still
they're not
looking for
Stargard
them, and
police.
I asked them in this document about could you check the cameras? Maybe it's gonna help you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The same in I'm just write down to prosecutor office because the first case was dismissed. Nobody checked the cameras. Nobody. So, and I just another document what I gave to the prosecutor office was about my privacy. Yeah. What about the camera behind my house? Yeah, front of my house. Who was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think someone is in my house. Yeah, all the time. And I just want to know who is it? Who is it? Who made this problem for me? Yeah, and I have no answer as well. So we're still waiting for the answer.
Well, you hit a bee's nest. You attacked a bee's nest, and now they're coming after
Well,
you. You have this new case. You have an old case that popped up. You lost your job. Your wife is sick. Your bank accounts are
yeah,
frozen.
that's okay for them, yeah, but no answer until today. But if I ask Makowski about your case, yeah, the police was next day. Prosecutor office
Mm-hmm.
sent me, and for next day was police. They took me to the police station, and next day I was again and on the police station
Yep.
because prosecutor office, yeah, because prosecutor.
Well, Makovsky is
So
friends with Zając and friends with
who
the
is
people in the
who is
court.
Markovsky for them then?
Yeah, I don't know. He's more than
Yeah,
an
he asked
MC.
me, who are you? Maybe now I can ask you, who are you? Who are you?
Who am I?
No, no, you know what I'm talking
Oh yeah.
about. I'm talking to him
Yeah, ask him.
because he asked me, when I try ask you about
Right.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about,
Yes,
yeah.
sir, I do.
I tried to ask him about you, and he asked me who I am. You know exactly, Wojtek, who I am because you was my boss in television in Stargard. We used to work together, so you know
Yeah.
who I am exactly.
Well, he
Right.
meant
Okay.
mind your own business. He wants you to leave it alone, right?
Right. Okay. Another things because I don't want to say we have corruption in the city, but I find something very strange, guys. Yeah. And I think I'm not saying this, we have corruption. I'm just asking. That's very completely different stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I want to ask Vice President, two Vice Presidents actually. So first, because women first, so maybe Miss Mrs. Eva Sova, Vice President. Yeah. Hold on a second. Where she is, because it's a lot of people here. Hold on a second. Where is she is? Give me 1 second because it's very important document. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just say while you're looking that the picture you put up of Evasova is a picture that's already on the internet. You didn't take any
Of
pictures.
course,
And you
yeah. If someone doesn't know law or someone is lying, just I
yeah,
told you, back to school, man.
she's the
Back
vice
to
president.
school.
She's not a private
Yeah.
person.
I just wanna ask Sova how she made in 2025 in 2 months 200,000 zloty. This is my question, and
It's
I
not
wanna ask.
possible.
Well, this is about 4 or 5 years on normal worker.
And you have the paperwork that
Yeah,
shows that she made 200,000 in a month,
2 months.
2 months.
Mhm. And I want to ask Mr. Mintz, that's vice president. This is, hold on a second. This is asset declaration. 2024, his savings was 753,500 zloty. Next year, 2025, until I have the information here until 1st of March. But let's just, think this is all year, but I have stamps here. Stamp is from 28th of March 2025. That's very strange, guys, but his saving is 900,000 zloty. Yeah. So make this like this is whole year, but it's not whole year. It's just a few months.
Well,
Yeah.
either way, it's
So
obviously
how?
suspicious.
But for example, this is whole year. For example, yeah, and his wages was 195,000 brutto. So netto is 136,000 zloty. Yeah. So his saving is bigger than his income.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And that's the other
Why?
vice president.
Why? Why? And I don't want to say because he's an ex-military guy, yeah, and he has houses and many things altogether combined is about 3.5 or 4 million zloty. How did he? how he did make this. When?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
Yeah. When? That's very interesting. So,
Yes, it is.
I have another penalty. Some office find 5 zloty, somewhere, I didn't pay, I don't know, a year or 2 years ago, five zloty, guys, and I have to pay 120.
Wow. Yeah.
All
For
together, all
five.
together. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very interesting. So, what is important, I wanna say who is the doctor who tried to send my wife for the psychiatric observation. This is Maciej Jakubowski from Warsaw, and I wanna ask him, some people, I wanna just tell him, some people that don't eat meat, my friend. Yeah, I'm not eating meat as well, so I'm crazy, you think? I don't think so. I'm not.
No,
I'm not
that's
fucking crazy.
ridiculous. That's
You are
ridiculous.
fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm not crazy. And maybe you should supposed to go to the fucking, psychiatric hospital.
Well,
Yeah, because very easy send people to the psychiatric hospital because Ian, they send you for 19 months, yes, to psychiatric hospital in Poland. This is true?
more than so I was 19 months in Arashlechi, and then I was
Okay, that's opposite. Okay.
20
31. So
more than 20.
31 months in the
Yeah.
psychiatric hospital. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yep.
It's very simple, just boom, like that, just send somebody. And then, oh, we have crazy guy. Don't listen to him. Nobody wanna listen to you because you are crazy. You are
Yeah, it's
not crazy. You know that.
amazing.
Someone is
All
hiding the
because I
truth.
said my daughter was being abused by Makovsky, and they just said, well,
Nobody checked this.
no, they
Nobody
didn't.
checked this.
Nope.
Nobody checked this. When you try just fight for your daughter, everyone made with you psycho and the dangerous guy.
Yep. Exactly what they did.
And was prison and a psychiatric hospital. And that's crazy, guy. That's crazy. That's very crazy, man.
Well, it's
Unbelievable. What's
crazy that
happened to you?
they never evaluated my daughter. They never looked at
Exactly.
the evidence to see that she was in fact abducted, and that her mother was not well, and I was trying to get help for her mother. They never looked at my evidence. They never looked at my witnesses. Nothing. They didn't care.
Nobody. Yeah, that's very strange. That's very strange. That's very strange for me.
Yep. Well,
So we are ready. We are ready for testimony.
yeah, I'm ready
I'm, wait,
to
I'm
Mr.
waiting.
Zając. I would love to speak to him.
Because listen, this is not just your case.
No, I know. It's not.
It's many different cases as well. I'm ready for testimony. I'm ready for conversation with prosecutor. I'm ready for meeting with everyone who is ready for this meeting.
Yeah, well, it's going to happen because
But if
we're not
something's
going to
wrong,
stop.
and I wanna tell everyone who is listening to us, if something's wrong in this city, because everyone is attacking me and my wife, and then this is not really okay. It's not really nice. Yeah, because what? I wanna ask somebody what's happened.
Yeah,
Because I wanna ask about children.
innocent people
I
don't
asked.
refuse to talk, and they don't attack when they're put on the spot. Innocent people react way differently than what you're witnessing over there.
I asked Eva Sova and Mr. Zając about the children, how many children, some people, yeah, they took from the parents, yeah, and then they sent abroad from the Poland. And I have no answer. They both told me you have to just write down the letter and then just send to the judge in Stargard. Well, this is your help. This is your help, guys. It's no interest in also what's happened to the children from Stargard.
Yeah, that's the problem in the world.
That's unbelievable.
Hmm.
That's unbelievable. What's happened to people? Iain, tell me. I tell you some things. All shorts what I made, views was about 500,000, about 500,000, I think. Guess how many people react for this?
How many? I have no idea.
Few, just few people. Yeah.
Hmm.
Guess how many people tried to help me?
Oh, probably none.
Nobody.
Yeah.
So I can ask everyone, what's happened to you, people? What's happened to you? What happened with our humanity? Where we are? Where we stay? Who we are?
Hmm.
We are human beings or we are just animals? Because this is not your child.
Yeah, well, it's not their
I'm asking
child and
everyone
they're afraid.
because this is not your child. Where you are?
Hmm.
Shame on everyone. That's it.